Here we go, y'all. It's the story that will not die. It refuses to die. It won't do it. House committee to receive briefing on cocaine found in White House. The House Oversight and Accountability Committee. By the way, they have so many goddamn committees. Like, what even is this? House Oversight and Accountability Committee will receive a briefing from the Secret Service on the cocaine found in the White House in early July. Austin Hacker, Deputy Communications Director for Representative James Comer, confirmed the Secret Service will brief the committee Thursday morning. Comer, committee chairman, sent a letter to Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheadle on Friday requesting a staff-level briefing on the matter. Very important. Very serious. Very serious. The presence of illegal drugs in the White House is an unacceptable and shameful moment in the White House's history, Comer said in a letter. The Secret Service is supposed to wrap up its investigation into the incident early this week, according to CNN. The cocaine was found earlier this month in a lobby area of the West Wing off the West Executive Avenue entrance in an area where individuals deposit electronics and personal items prior to entering, according to a spokesperson for the Secret Service. So, I've seen contradictory stuff on this, but I've seen a lot of articles that claim basically it was in an area where visitors go. Okay, whoop-de-freaking-do, what's the scandal? Look, I'm going to go a step further. I told you guys this before. I'm going to say it again. I wouldn't care if it was Hunter Biden doing it, or Joe Biden doing it, or his chief of staff doing it. I don't care. You want to know why? Because I understand how drugs work. And this drug in particular, cocaine, is a massive upper. You know what's going to make you do if you're working in the White House? It's going to make you work your ass off and work really efficiently. Now, it's true, later on in the day, when the high wears off, you're going to crash. You're going to feel a little miserable. You're going to want to sleep. But when you're riding that high, you're going to be the most productive president or the most productive person working in the White House of all time. Like, we're going to have to go back to James Garfield or Van Buren to find somebody who maybe outworked you, right? Guys, that's what this drug does. Listen, Adderall is basically legal cocaine. Now, you can argue about the dosage and just how high you get, etc., but it is basically legal cocaine. Well, we all know Trump is on a massive upper Sudafed, and I never hit him for that. In fact, I said I get it, right? I understand. We all know Don Jr. sniffs enough cocaine to kill an elephant. I don't care. I don't hit him over that. That's his business. This stuff should be legal anyway. Now, look, the real problem is all the hypocrisy. Right, Trump and Don Jr. doing the uppers. Hunter Biden's been a crackhead for however long. And it's like, okay, well, maybe we should change the laws where we're not locking up poor people and people of color if they're doing that substance. That's the problem, is that Joe Biden was a massive drug warrior, right? And now either somebody in his White House was using it or I don't think he would use it, but I wish he would, right? But change the laws, make it more fair. Don't lock people up. Don't put them in a cage because they change their consciousness slightly by doing a substance. That's called freedom. That's called, like, basic freedom stuff. So I'm going to keep going further. I'm just not going to stop. I'm going to keep going further. Look, I think every president should do cocaine. You want to soften the blow a little bit? Okay. Adderall, maybe. Downgrade it just a touch. I think every president should be on some kind of upper. I do. Because it's a big-ass job, and there's a lot of very, very important stuff to do. And I need you wakey, alert, baby, ready to go. You got a crisis in Ukraine. Look what's happening in the Donbass. Oh, my God. Legislative maneuver from Matt Gaetz and Kevin McCarthy to do X, Y, and Z. You got to be ready. You got to be on your toes. Like, come on, man. You got to whip the votes. Come on. You got to get the Progressive Caucus in line with like, I want a president on uppers. I need a president on uppers. This is not, it shouldn't be controversial. It will be, but it shouldn't be. But everybody's trying to play this cheap political got you game. You guys are being brief. You're trying to investigate cocaine found in the White House in the visitor area. I wouldn't investigate it if it was literally found on Joe Biden's desk. What are we talking about, man? What are we talking? We have such a childish view of so many things. And one of those things is drugs. It's as childish as it gets. Who cares? If somebody drinks like 4 cups of coffee in a day, nobody calls the Washington Post. It's like, look at what's going on. Nobody cares. Okay, well, this is just a different upper, a more powerful upper, an upper that also comes with some euphoria with it as well. You're just going to get a lot done, bro. That's it. You're going to get a lot done. And look at how they're wasting. You're Congress people. This is how you're wasting your damn time. You should be working on a bill to decriminalize cocaine. Instead of, we're going to get to the bottom of this. Which random visitor to the White House did a substance? I don't care. Nobody should care. And then you got Trump out there still hammering them over this as if his ass wasn't caught with the Sudafed from the UK, because it has more of an upper component to it. The Sudafed from the UK sitting in his drawer. You remember that? You remember that? Remember when he tweeted, I love Mexicans, or whatever he said when it was like Cinco de Mayo, and he's sitting there eating a taco bowl, and you could see in the background his drawer's open. You see the Sudafed that comes from the UK. The reason he gets that one is because it's an upper. Remember all the debates where he's... Remember all the debates where he's sniffing? Yeah, you know, if anybody who knows about drugs will tell you, you know when you get the sniffles like that? When you're doing lines. Now, maybe it was just the Sudafed, or maybe it was Coke. I don't know. I don't care. Don Jr., I don't care. The glassiest eyes known to man. The reddest, glassiest eyes known to man. The smuggest man on the planet, Don Jr. He's doing cocaine? Godspeed, son. It probably makes your show slightly less shitty. I'd rather have you obviously high and hilarious than not high and just boring me to death with your terrible impression of your own daddy. So anyway, investigating the cocaine in the White House. Fuck off. Come on. Do something serious. For the love of God. We got 30 million people without health insurance, and you are investigating a little bit of cocaine found in the White House? I salute you. Whoever was doing coke in the White House, I salute you. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.